politician. Oh, Lord, his butcher's name. All right, good morning, everybody. Another rendition of Big Bench Friday. Now I'll get warmed up here and wait for people to start showing up. Let's get the blood moving. Great. Oh, keep forgetting my phone. It's time to have a little bit of fun.
Thank you. You too.
All righty. Let's check out my Instagram. And I got rid of the one troll because trolls got to go. Oh, there's somebody. There's a good one. Like my comment. Yep. There we go. It's amazing how things improve once you get rid of the trolls. Life is too short to suffer trolls. All right. So let's keep warming up. Got 95 on the bar. Alrighty. Hey, don't mind me, just here for well, hate to disappoint you. Hey Ray, how you doing? So I had a major troll on my Instagram. Oh, that's all right there. Ain't nothing wrong with that comment. We can have a little humor here. 5x5, all right, yeah. So it's nice when I get onto a decent internet. I tried to do one from the house the other day, and that just wasn't happening. I got my troll badge, yeah. So this was on my Instagram, and oh my God, this guy went, "Hey Casey, little, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in." It's still not available here. I keep looking at it. Coming in 2023, whenever, sometime, maybe. They say get the RV one, but generally when I'm traveling, I'm not worried about a internet anyway. I usually get it at the motel I'm staying at, or I get it at the friend's house I'm staying at. So, but Casey Little Owl, Roy, if you want to pop her link up there, she does some really good videos on natural remedies and things like that. And definitely I've got a lot of information from her videos. So I was replaying my videos from last year as premieres when I was doing the vitamin series. And I was noticing, where my health was then versus where it is now. I had to trim it off. I started playing with it too much. It was fun while it lasted, but it was time to trim the beard back. I went through my Santa stage, and then with the new year, I trimmed it back down, which I usually do every year. But when I was doing those vitamin series, I was really still suffering from vertigo and from a reoccurring cough that just wouldn't go away. And it's nice to know that I really don't have those issues anymore. So I'm feeling a lot better. But yeah, I had a troll on Instagram that just, every 15 minutes he had something to say. I'm like, wow. I was like, why are you so angry? Oh, you're on HRT, you're on TRT, you're on WXYZ. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm not on any of those. Not that I am adverse to anybody being on them, because, you're an adult, make adult decisions. And then maybe he should act like an adult. Yeah, like, oh, you're just misleading people and trying. I said, no, I'm not selling anything. I said, you need to relax. Yep, it was, Casey. I was like, wow. Where I was probably about 15 pounds lighter than I am now. I definitely was at a lot lower strength, and I could just tell. My voice is always going to be raspy. Sinus is number one, and then also when I was in college, I ended up getting strep throat, and I went to the doctor at college, and she swabbed the wrong side of my throat, and they had this instant test. Before they would take a swab and put it on a petri dish, and they would give you the medicine, and then they send it to the lab, and about a week later they let you know if it was strep throat or not. And I used to get it once or twice a year, so I knew it. I knew what I had. But she had this instant test, which later on proved to be very inaccurate, and she would not give me any antibiotics. So that was like on a Monday. Well, by Friday, I was running 104 fever. My throat was on fire. I had a roommate from China. He gave me some Chinese ibuprofen, pretty powerful stuff. I went to the emergency room, and it really upset me because all my friends were going to a presentation of, oh God, I'm trying to think of it. It'll come to me. But anyway, it was a play, which was one I wanted to go see, and I couldn't because I was so hurt. And so I went to the emergency room, and then they called the college, and the college says, no, you can't look at him. He can just come in the morning and see us. So I had to suffer all night with this high fever. I walked into the doctor's office that morning, and I told him, I said, I will see anybody but this doctor, because he's the one that told him that I could come see him in the morning. I said, because if I do see him, I'm probably going to do physical harm. So they had me see another doctor, a younger one, and as soon as I said, he's like, oh my God. And I'm like, I don't like that sound. So the strep got so bad that I actually had an abscess inside my throat that they had to cut open to drain out. So they took a big syringe full of this infection to send to the lab. They cut about a 1/2-inch incision to let the infection drain out. I'm walking out of the doctor's office. There was this, at the college I was at, there's a nursing college there, and there's this girl that I was kind of sweet on. And she also, she was there saying hi to me, and I got this mouthful of blood and pus and that. And I'm trying to get her to look the other way so I can get rid of it. And needless to say, it wasn't my best impression. And then about 2 weeks later, I still have strep. I took the penicillin, it took all 10 days, and I'm still hurting. So I go back in there, and I got the abscess again. And I said, well, did you check the lab? What were the lab results? And I can look by, the look on his face told me that no one followed up. No one followed up on that lab. So they pulled up the lab results, and it was a strep type C, which was more dangerous, and it was resistant to penicillin. So he says, well, I'm going to have to cut your throat again. I said, you're not cutting my throat again. I said, you can stick that syringe and drain it out all you want with this syringe, but you're not slicing me again. And then they put me on a sulfa drug for a month. But after that, my voice had definitely changed. Not that I had a great voice, but it wasn't this voice. So, and then they offered to take my tonsils out for free. And I said, if you think I'm going to let you idiots do any sort of minor surgery on me, and you can't even sit there and help me with strep throat, I don't think so. And then the next time I seen a doctor, they asked me what happened to half my tonsils. I said, half your tonsils are gone. I said, yeah, I think they died. Now, the nice thing is I haven't had strep throat since, and that was back in college. I think I got so much scar tissue on that throat that it can't grab. So, all right. Yeah, practicing medicine and practicing lawsuits is what it should have been. So the warm-up sets, letter sets have a couple of benefits to you. Yeah, it was a nightmare. It did not make my college days very fun. That was just before I met my wife, so she didn't get to see me. I was probably not in a good mood for a while. So on the warm-ups, a couple things they do for you. First of all, you don't want to jump into a heavy set right off the bat. Potential injuries will happen. And why will the injuries happen? Because you didn't give your body a chance to communicate with you. When you do warm-ups, your body has plenty of time to communicate, saying, I'm feeling a little terror here, or I'm feeling pressure here, or this area is more sore than it should be. And it gives you warning signs not to go heavier. Or you get the blood pumped in there, and everything's feeling good, and now you can go heavier. So the warm-up is to get everything prepared for the heavier sets, but also it gives you time for your body to say there may be a potential problem. Now, every time I got hurt, well, not every time, but most of the time, I was not listening to my body. Where I was feeling a real pull, and then it kept going, then something gave. Where the body was telling me, you better give it a rest. Sometimes we try to push through things, and went to get the appendix removed. Been 2 weeks in the hospital. Wow. My dad he had a hernia operation when he was older. And, usually they're supposed to be able to just do 2 small incisions to get it done. But for whatever reason, they did a big incision. And then about, I'll say 4 or 5 days after the operation, he was over at my house and he went to the bathroom, and I came in behind him after he was done, and I noticed that, the urine was very, very, very dark. And it's usually a sign of dehydration and or an infection. So I asked my dad, "You run a fever?" And he goes, "Yeah." It's okay. So Mike goes, "Well, we're going to see the doctor tomorrow morning." I said, "Well, tell him he needs to look at him." He said something's wrong. So anyway, she took him to the doctor, and then the nurse behind the counter says, "Oh, he don't need to see the doctor." And they didn't look at anything. And it's surprising because my mom was never anyone that would let somebody, not get her way. So I was really upset about that. So midnight that next day, I get a call that Dad's delirious and running a high temperature. And I said, "Well, get the ambulance, and I'll meet you at the hospital." And the doctor was there, and when it happened, it got really infected. It was just hours away from gangrene. They had to sit there and drain all the infection out of it. And I told the doctor, I says, "Next time I send him in for you to see him, you see him. I don't give a," and there was probably some adjectives, "what the nurse thinks." And he agreed. So, yeah, Dr. nicked the appendix and it exploded, and they had to cut me open. Ugh. Yeah, I still have my appendix. Neighbor of mine, a couple years older than me, he had his almost rupture, but they got him in the hospital in time. I guess it's just those fun things I get to look forward to. I ordered some more immunity support from Amazon, but they delayed shipping it. And hey, Christopher, how you doing? And I'm getting to wonder, they say it's shipped, but now there's a problem with it. No, I didn't get gangrene. It was my dad who ended up getting it. Well, he almost got it. But I looked up this one link about what you should take in case you get COVID again, and they had a whole cocktail there for you. And 3 of the items I didn't have, so I ordered them, and I'm still waiting for them. So I'll probably have to reorder them. I think probably what happened is everybody's ordering this stuff, and they can't keep up. So, another warm up. Little touch up. All right, now we can add some light. So, on the subject of trolls, I know, Casey, you end up getting a few of them too. And the best way to deal with them is either have your mods or myself just remove them from the channel. It's the best way of getting rid of them. So if you don't get rid of them, then they can start doing harm to your channel. I imagine some of the times that you've got kicked off YouTube is because of a troll. Yeah, I'm sure she did. Shame on you. So on the other side, yeah, just ignore them or just block them. What I do is if they're at such a level, I report them. So YouTube will kick them off for a little bit. Otherwise, just block them. I don't have time for it. But last night was the first time I had to block somebody on Instagram. You know, supposedly a grown man going to go on a 15 to 20 comment, rant on how I can't be natural. And like, dude, I don't care. And finally I said, it's just time for you to go. I was thinking he was the poster child for red flag laws. Which I'm kind of against, but if there was one out there, he would have fit the bill. Because my Instagram's getting pretty big. I got about 1,200 followers. And for the most part, the comments are good. Like I said, last night, well, probably about 2 in the morning was the last time I had to kick one off. Said, times go. Yeah, no troubles and citizens. For birth control, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, well, we won't get on that. We won't get on that subject. We're starting to wander. So, motivation. Why do I come into the gym? What keeps me motivated to keep working out? And I tell you, part of it's vanity. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of vanity. I pretty much like the way I look, to the most part, when I don't have a shirt on. All right, I don't look too bad. Am I a bodybuilder? Nope. I'm not going to diet to that one. But for my age, I'm in pretty good shape. Now, I am my world's biggest critic, so I'm always trying to improve. But so part of the reason that keeps me motivated is vanity. I mean, let's just be honest. We comb our hair to look better. We shave to look presentable. We wear clean clothes to look presentable. My wife puts on makeup to look more presentable. I don't think she needs it, but we do things because of, yes, I am. We do things out of vanity. All right. It's not a bad thing. It can be a bad thing, but a little bit of vanity is not a bad thing. You should try to sit there and enhance what you could. B. Walker, how we doing? Well, thank you. Appreciate it. My growling bear is due home for lunch. Oh, here we go. Feed me. But the second thing is health. I'm far more healthier when I lift. If I stop lifting for more than a week, I start getting digestive problems. I'm not the happy child anymore. And I can just tell I'm just not at the same level. So this helps with my motivation. Is it easy to do this? No, this is hard stuff. Lifting's hard. Is it impossible? No, very possible. My advice to somebody is if you want to get in better shape, start today. Don't wait for the New Year's. Don't wait till next week. Don't wait till next month. Don't wait until, I buy my new shoes or whatever. Start today. Go for a walk. That's all you need to do. Hey, Ethan, how you doing? So Ethan's been hitting some serious weights too. And I guess now you're cutting back, you're cutting weight. So cutting weight, you will lose some strength, but it's that give and take. You give, it takes. But Ethan throws up some serious weight. Well, it was 365 by 5 the other day, or 375 was it? It was a good weight. I remember watching that. But good morning. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, everybody. All right, 2 1/4. Let's warm it up. So Ethan, we were talking about I'm gonna cut for a little bit. We were talking about the importance of warm-ups. So warm-ups are to get blood into your muscles and everything, get everything to go. Oh, Ray, congratulations for quitting out soda. I did catch that. So remote, yeah, now not sweet tea, just regular tea, unsweetened. Otherwise, you've removed sugar and replaced it with sugar. So unsweetened tea. There we go, perfect. And you'll be amazed that the amount of sugar that is in regular soda. And I think there's one where they're showing a big bag full of about 2 pounds of sugar, saying if you have a couple cans of soda a day, that's how much sugar you have had by the end of the month. So it'll take about 3 weeks for your body to adjust to it. And tea is definitely going to help you out with that. And that's how you do it, small steps. And then in a couple, a month or two, and maybe you'll step up and start doing some walks or something. I made homemade soda. I do a lot. So good. Congratulations on getting rid of the soda. That's a good, very important big step. Soda bad. Soda and sofa, both are bad for you. They encourage laziness. So I don't know if Casey's still in the house, but I had to boot the kitty outside. She threw up in the morning. Yeah, I noticed that she had roundworms. So I ordered some medicine for her, and I also ordered medicine for the wife and I. I don't think we have it, but I'm gonna treat us anyway, just because it can go undetected. It's rare to get them from your pets, and most likely it's not. But I figure it's better safe than sorry. Warm-ups are pretty good. I do 5 to 10 minutes on the elliptical. And then, 135, 185, 225, 275. Yep. Yeah, there you go. And then the working weights. Yeah, pretty much the same way I do it. All this stuff is warm up. I don't do the sets of 20 or 10 anymore. I don't have that endurance anymore. Or I've lost some of it. I used to. Used to have a lot more endurance when I was younger. It is what it is. So what I do is I bank the energy for the heavy sets. So that's how I make my adjustment. If I want to go heavier, I need to have the energy to do so. So instead of burning off most of my energy at the lower sets, I save it for the heavier sets, and then I come back down and burn out. And it's good to mix it up from time to time. Fizzy mineral waters, yep. Toodles all kitchen bound. Okay, well, thanks for stopping in, B. Walker. I appreciate it. And get rid of the soda. I don't drink very much soda. It's maybe once a month I'll have a Coke. That's it. There's usually some rum in it, and that's the end of that. I like my beer, but it has diminished a lot. I think as I get in better shape, my body tends to try to keep me that way. Jen Thompson. It doesn't ring a bell. But then again, I'm not very good at names either. I mean, it's a possibility. I just, the name is not jumping out at me. Does she know me? That's just it. I'm not good at names anymore. I'm great at faces. It's like, when I go to Well, the reunions I'm doing better because there's less and less of us going, and it's usually the same people. So, but every now and then I'll have to say, okay, who is that? And a lot of it is because some of these people, my senior year, were bigger than I am, and now I'm far bigger than they are. So they had one, and he was only about like the ear to me, and I was like, who is that? And one of the guys, oh, that's so and so. I said, oh, you're kidding me. I said, I don't remember him being so small. He goes, well, John, you grew a foot. I said, oh, yeah, that's true. She mentioned Strong Girl Venture. Oh, cool. I'll have to look her up. We have one down in Springfield area. It's Holly Williams. She is strong. I think she did a 270 bench and damn near a 480 deadlift. Very impressive. Let me top off and I'll be right back. I think it's time for my arginine. See if I got it. I may not have it in here. I'll put it in the bag. This is what we get to wear for meets. Yeah. Like the old wrestling sequence. You can tell what religion you are. Yeah, it's probably been in there too long. Take care of my wife and see and kind of slow down at the same time. All righty. And time for more weight. Time for 315. 315, y'all. Wait, all right, let me catch back up the chat here. You know, sugar-free soda is not really good for you either. Well, if it's got those chemicals in there. Weighs 130. Wow. Now, how is her form, Ethan? Or is she a gymnastics? Just asking. Mr. Distiller. 6 gallons of tea this morning, so good for the next 6 days. There you go. Now, I know there's some people out there that use a severe arch to bench the heavy weights, so the range of motion is only like that. And to me, you're just cheating yourself. You know, if you want to do a decline, do a decline. Personal opinion, not hating on anything. If I could arch like that, I probably would. I just can't. So I'm a flat bencher because my back pretty much doesn't bend. If I try to arch, my butt's coming off the bench. I gotta run. Thanks for all y'all. Thank you too. And thanks what you do to Casey. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. And feel free to share my videos on your page anytime you want. Maybe not the live streams because they're really long, but maybe some of the shorts. And I do that also when I see some really good information out there, I'll share it. Try to get you some more subscribers. So I will have another giveaway when I hit 10,000. I'm at 7,600 now. Close to 7,600. I'll have to double check. Here, let me look at my channel analysis. Yeah, 76, 63, 64. So when I hit the 10,000, I'll do another giveaway, and I'll do it on live stream, and I'll invite other creators. KC would be one of the ones I'd invite. The last time I had it, the Alaskan Prepper came on, which I appreciated. But I'll try to have a big party of it. We'll probably have it at the gym, so I'll have the signal to support it. The signal's important. Thanks, Ray. I'm still not getting the big crowds yet, maybe someday. But when I look at these bigger channels that have a lot of great content in that, they put a lot of work and effort in it. I got to really give them that. And they've been doing it for 10 to 12 years. I'm in my second year of really doing YouTube. So, and really my first year of being monetized. I think I got monetized just, I think, right around after Christmas of last year, not 22, but 21. So I'm really on my second year. I'm being for YouTube, so I'm pretty happy about that. Right. Yeah, it's worse for you, and your body really don't. If your body can't understand what it is, it puts it to fat. You know, I don't know what this glycosamine, sodium pentothal, bicarbonate, whatever it is, so I'm gonna put it in a fat cell. That's usually what happens. Oh, no, I got 3:15 here. This is where my workout is going to start happening. Things will start happening now. So to recap, don't let trolls get you down. Just block them. Report them, block them. Then they go away. Understand they're out there. They're sad little people. That this is how they get their vindication or validation of being alive, I guess. Truly sad. But don't let them dictate the way your day's going. Just block them and move on. You know, that's what I do, and I find it a lot easier. Feel sorry for them a little bit, but just a little. Yeah, just a little bit. Always stay motivated. You're tired, coming to the gym anyway. Feeling a little under the weather, but, you know, not terribly under the weather, come in the gym anyway. You know, I was dealing with my sinuses this morning, you know, sitting there hacking up in the driveway trying to, you know, get where I could breathe normally so I could come in. I came in anyway. Very easy just to sit home. Not that rest days are a bad thing. Sometimes you have to do it. Well, that's good. 2.5 packs a day is huge. So now the 1 pack is better. 0 packs would be even better. I was coming from an ex-smoker. I was never 2.5 packs a day. I was about a half a pack a day. But even that had its effect. And what my big turnaround is when I was about, I think, 39, I ran upstairs at work and I was winded when I got to the top of the stairs. And I said, you know, I realize I'm not 18, but, you know, I'm not 60 either. So I gave him up right then, cold turkey. And I remember I had a physical where they did lung capacity. And the doctor said, for 39, your lung capacity is really poor. And then when I was 50, I had it done again. And he said, wow, for 50, your lung capacity is fantastic. So, there's a recovery there. I'll get down to 0. No, my brother, he used Chantix, one of those drugs. My other brother, he's one who could smoke and he could just stop. He was an occasional smoker. He'd smoke for 6 months and then he'd stop. It was nothing for him to stop smoking. The last time I quit, it was a little bit more issue. Yeah, I mean, for a year, I could still bring smoke out. So it gives you an idea how long it stays in your lungs. If you do that, where you go, then you'll see smoke come out. It just stays in your lungs. And I was doing that a lot, but remember, 3 weeks to break a habit. 3 weeks to start one, 3 weeks to break one. All right, 3:15. Let's knock out a couple. Almost waited too long. Got myself a little cold. All right, let's get my camera ready. We're at 3. Perfect. Got it all set up. Ready to rock and roll. Ugh. It's a CNC. Coughing up oil and dirt. Ugh. That's no fun. And I know where I'm at now. There's a lot of oil in the air. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like 12 furnaces of various sizes where I'm at. And I'm wondering if I should start wearing a mask at work. Oh, God. I'm getting some stupid ads here. Yeah. So I'm thinking about starting to wear a mask at work. Not for COVID, but March 18th, I'm going to do the UPA in Dubuque, Iowa. Yeah, my goal is to break my record there, which I should be able to do, as long as I stay healthy. As long as I don't have any major life events happening, I should be fine. But I'm thinking about maybe wearing a mask while I'm at the furnace while it's running. Because I could tell about 8, 9 o'clock at night, my sinuses really start running. And then one of the guys in the bead blast said that they had one of their filters break open and there was a lot of dust in the air. A lot of people were complaining about that. So I'm thinking it might be beneficial to do that. So I think I'll see if I still have some at home. I should. And maybe starting next week, I'll do it all week as a test. Of course, everybody thinking, I'm worried about COVID, which I'm not, but I'm thinking the stuff I'm breathing in, it might be affecting my breathing. So if cloth 95 mask will help, do that, because I know when I had allergies, they said when you're mowing the yard, wear it, and it made a difference. So I'm gonna see if that helps. Like I'll do is I'll do a video on that and try to see if I feel better and have some sort of way of measuring that. But yeah, Ethan, March 18th, Dubuque, Iowa, should be held at the Grand Riviera, which is a really cool place. So I'll probably actually pay for it tonight. I'll get online at work and get myself registered for it. I know the guy who runs it. Him and his wife run a really, really good contest. Bill Carpenter. Generally, there's quite a few lifters. It's usually a 2-day event. But even the day I'm there, there'll probably be over 75, 80 lifters. So it's one of those times where you have 3 or 4 flights on each type of lift. And I just have to go in a day early, and March 18th. The 18th or 19th, but I think the 18th is when I do it. But I'll clarify that, and then once I get it signed up on it, I'll put it up on my community page. So then I'll have that for everybody to see. So there's my pre-workout. It's that takeoff. Got a lot of B vitamins in it. Arginine, creatine. And about as much caffeine as a cup of coffee. So it stimulates me, but it does not overstimulate me, which I think is almost more important, is not to get overstimulated. So one of the shirts my wife got me, which I like. I know it's backwards, but it basically says Scottish by blood, American by birth, and patriot by choice. So she had this one made for me, which I really enjoy wearing. It's funny, these are the type of shirts I wear to work. They're all fitness kind of things. And the other people are either wearing the company shirts, or they're wearing ones that have funny logos on them. Do I ever go get a vitamin B shot? No, because I take enough vitamin B. I take a B complex, super complex every day. And my diet has a lot of vitamin B, so really don't think I need one. I'm getting it, consistently. Yeah. It's one thing to say about the Scottish. Everybody who had a major war hired us to fight.
Hello, how are you?
I got a few Italian jokes I could say, but then again, I might get in trouble, so I will refrain and just only do the dad jokes. I know I haven't done many of those lately. But I was telling the wife that, we call this the man cave, but actually at this gym, it's everybody's cave because there'll be more women in here. But she goes, well, where's my man cave? So I walked her into the kitchen. She's still not talking to me. Bada boom, ching. It's a joke. I did. Daddy's too smart to do something like that. So about another minute, I'll go get Phil to spot me, and I'll do my cardio by seeing how many reps I can get at 335. I'm thinking once I do the mask experiment at work and that, my reps might start increasing. I do think I'm just getting too much stuff in the lungs from work. And the wife and I were having a disagreement in the elevator the other day. She was wrong at so many levels. I changed that one up a little bit. Wife does watch some of my videos, but rarely will she watch them this far in. Once again, I thank everybody for their thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, thanks. If you're not subscribed, please do. And Ray probably knows that we're probably seeing less of our troll, and I think part of the reason is I have it on only subscribers can comment. And I think when you're trolling, if you try to comment in live chat, you have to sit there and give YouTube more of your information. And I think that's how they get caught. So I know on the other live stream, he went in the regular comments and said something stupid, and then I just reported him and blocked him. Heading to South Carolina. I don't think so. Yeah, let me go get a spotter. There she is. Oh, what is it? I'm doing well by yourself. I didn't see you sneak in.
Yeah, you must be there back.
I am.
Yeah.
In my hideaway.
Yeah.
Yep, daytime. Longer you take, the more I rest. And I got Phil coming to give me a spot. Time for my brief cardio of the day. Yeah. So 3:35. And we'll see how many times we're up. I think last time I only did 8. But then I did go up to 420. So that was my win for today. So I always try to get one win. So whether it's an extra rep here or an extra rep at the 375, or if it's an extra 5 pounds. If I can get one of those wins every time I work out, I feel really good about it. And if I don't, it is what it is. But definitely it's one of my goals. As I get in my pacing going here. Oh, there we go. Got somebody in new. All righty. Time for cardio. Anything over 5 reps is cardio for me.
How are you on that?
This is, and I used to run distance in high school.
Lift up.
Nah, I'll be good.
Okay. You got another. You got another one. Big push, big push, big push, big push, big push. That's all you. Big push. There it is. Very nice. Very
Hey.
nice. Oh, no problem at all.
The right
No
start.
problem at all.
Right started failing on me. I said, come on.
No, you had it. You had it. Very good.
All right. Got 9. Wow. That poops me out. Okay. We got hello, Josef. I'll be right back. Nature calls. Oh. Branson, Missouri. The Branson, Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
So we decided to go there when we were in the ocean with my pal. Mother-in-law told us to take the back way. Let me tell you, don't ever take the back way in there. So we're in full science conversion. And I'm the only one of the whole family that does not get road sick. And I don't know, it's this,
Yeah.
up and down and all along the whole way. Well, halfway there, I'm looking in the mirror, it don't look good. I go, you turn around, I said, honey, we're halfway. So on the way back, we cut across the 65, came back up,
Yeah.
44.
We found that out when we were down there on the airport.
Oh, God.
Them hills are nothing.
I did that in Virginia too, West Virginia. Instead of shooting across to Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland and dropping down, I went right through West Virginia. And my buddy lived on the other side of it. Same thing. There's mountains and curves and that. I was not a popular guy. Ugh. So what are we doing today, Phil?
I just got to do with legs and shoulders for the day.
Oh,
I always finish my workouts with pull-ups and core.
Oh, there you go. I tell you, pull-ups is a true test of strength.
Yeah, my mama always told me you ain't strong if you don't body weight.
So, back when I was 39, I took about a 3-year break off of lifting, and I shouldn't have, but I didn't blame myself. Yeah, so I want to start doing pull-ups.
Oh yeah, I love them.
So, first time I did it, I looked like a drunk squirrel going up a piece of
Just
pole.
flapping around.
About 6 months, I could do a set of 12.
Very nice.
And we were out on vacation, and we were stuck at a rest area,
Mm-hmm.
like Georgia or something. There was a big swing, and I popped up there.
It just got to work.
I knocked him out when I dropped down. I'm hearing this. There's 3 ladies in their 40s clapping. I'm like, oh crap, I didn't know I had a crowd.
Thank you, ladies.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. I definitely love it.
I always test my back workout with pull-ups at the end.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do that.
If I can knock out 12 easy,
I can do a good back day.
right.
I got more than
If I struggle with 4 or 5,
Oh yeah, no, if I get to that third one, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, no.
if I had to pull a bar in the house, I used to do like 3 or 4 sets of 12 before I went to bed.
I do want to solve one in my house.
I got to get that up there. I got to do it because, of course, you're always also one of the worst critic, but I used to be in better shape.
Hey, that's all it's about.
Yeah.
Maintaining and trying to be a better you.
Yep. All righty. So let's catch back up here. I had to take care of business. When mad, don't know whether to kiss them, scalp them, or put them in the oven. What a mess. Yeah. 1 minute. Man, must be a superhero. Oh yeah, big red us. Thank you. Deadlift. Okay, good job. No, Christopher, I'm Scottish. That's why there's an A in there or not. No, I have Irish cousins. You know the difference between Irish and Scottish. Scottish were taller, a little bit better looking. Could be my opinion, but I'm going to go with it. Italian, German, and Cherokee. So my wife is Lakota Indian. And so my kids are Indian and Scottish. Proud of you. +1, even when a little sick. Yeah, I don't really feel sick. It just, the sinuses are, I guess, bothering me. But I'm thinking that breathing those fumes at work, I think, is affecting my lung ability. So that's going to be my test. I'll open that up with probably a video on Monday morning, but I will probably start wearing the mask. If I can find one at the house, they're there to wear. I don't know if I should just take a cloth one or the disposable ones and see if that'll help me with my breathing. I'm sure it'll earn me a lot of looks. I'll have to have a sign, not sick, just allergies. So now I got 375 on there. Last time I did 3, so my goal is to do at least 3, but 4 would be a win. And then, what was it? It was 420 I did last time. I don't know. Let me go to my. So I used to a lot. Well, the last time I did dips, I felt something pull here. So I've been a little bit laying off it a little bit until I find out what's going on. Grandpa was 100% Cherokee on Dad's side. Yeah. My dad was Scottish, and well, probably some Italian because I am a direct descendant of Charlemagne, the 34th or 35th great grandson. And my mom was Dutch and Prussian on her side. My wife is Scottish, Irish, and Lakota. So my kids are mostly, Scottish and Lakota Indian. In the Midwest and in Germany. There we go. So, whoo! Feel better now after I get that cardio done. So I got my cardio done for today. The other lifts, even though they're heavier, the long term, the recovery is faster because they're less reps. Now this is still going to tire me out because it's at least 3. I'd like to get 4 out of it. If it's a 4, then it's a double win, double whammy. And then, I was going to check and see what did I do last week. So I have to go to my content videos and see what the weight was. Quick walk, yada, yada, yada. Looks like 420. It looks like 420 was my max, which I was pretty sure. Yep. So 420 was my top of the line. So today, if I could hit 425, that'd be good too. Was a playa. Got some girl in New York, Prego. 14 times. Wow. He was an active individual. Of course, back then that was the only entertainment. Yeah, that old meme. Grandma, what'd you do in your spare time? And she's got 15 kids. Well, we know what was happening. So when my family originally came over to the States, they shortened her name from MacBean to Bean, because back then they were very prejudiced against Irish and they couldn't tell the difference between Irish and Scottish. So then when I was in the service, I talked my buddy out of changing his last name because he was just mad at his mama. And my argument was it cost too much to do it. He goes, no, it's only $10. The Army was really cheap. So I talked him out of doing it. And then I called my parents and I asked them how they would feel if I went from Bean back to MacBean. And they were 100% for it. So that's how I became a MacBean, which was a good thing, because if I had not, chances are I would not be married to my wife. They used to tease her, because her name was Shelley, and they said she was going to marry a Bean, and then she would be a Shelley Bean. And she goes, I'm never going to marry a Bean. Well, she did, but it was MacBean, so it was probably a good thing I changed my name. I just didn't know it at the time. I had not met her yet. So that was pretty funny. I think I got enough rest in. Let me go get my spotter again. Well, let's get this fucking stuff. I'm thinking of that Beatles song again. Rocky Raccoon. Remember why, right?
Yeah.
So, well, you know, see it, it just pops in my mind. You can YouTube it, it's a pretty cool song.
Oh, no, I definitely will.
Yeah.
I love checking out.
It's not one of their popular ones, but I like their album. All right, 375. Let's give it a ride. Last week, our hero hit this for 3.
Oh, very nice.
So, at least 3,
At least 3, okay.
and you stay with the game.
Okay.
I'll take the lift off on this one.
Okay.
About 20 pounds worth.
Nice. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. One more big push, one more big push, big push, big push. There it is. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Get up. That's all you.
Ah! 4.5.
Hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, I figured since I had you there.
Oh, no, we'll definitely take it. Why not?
Oh, yeah.
That's the whole reason of a spot.
Yep.
Makes you feel better, too.
Oh, yeah, I feel great now. 4.5. I'll take it. Ah. Holy moly. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing? Had 2 more. Not yet. It's coming, though. Slow and steady. Just like you're doing, Jonathan. Slow and steady. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. It helps algorithm. I just might do that. Sure. So on forearms, and behave yourself, Ray. You can get a straight bar or dumbbells, and you can do these. And you can see where it's working. And then if you reverse the grip, you'll see it works up a little higher. So you can do those. You can do with dumbbells, or you can do them with a straight bar. All right. I used to do a lot of these, and I developed just a huge muscle there. I think I'm going to start doing it again. And then when you're lifting, don't use wrist wraps. Anytime you use a wrist wrap, you take your wrist out of the lift. And I think you're doing yourself a disservice. Then you can also do them this way too. Yeah. For dumbbell curls, yep. And even hammers help the wrist too. Yeah. And I already hit the 4th one. But the 4th one went up so fast, I would have felt bad not trying for the 5th. But you're right, Ethan. And it's these little decisions. So now I'll go to 405 and see how that goes up. You know, somebody, well, just jump to 425. Well, it's a 50-pound jump. And that's a pretty big jump. Just leased out an apartment and got paid. All right, good job. Money's good. We have our contract coming up in March. So I don't know. I might be spending more time in the gyms If we go on strike, I get strike pay, but it's not what I usually earn. It's about half. So I'll probably park myself at Short Fitness and yeah, absolutely, amen. And try to make up with doing some training. Ooh, get that. Uh-oh, not trigger. All grew up. The politician. Roll over just like. There we go. Get that lined up. So, kind of recap on somebody that just coming in. I had to block my first troll on Instagram last night, or I should say early this morning. Guy just had a real issue with me being strong. And he was accusing me of being on TRT or HRT or both. And another guy jumped in and was kind of giving his opinion of it. And they're arguing back and forth, and I'm kind of watching it. And then this guy goes, well, you're the same guy. You're just John who opened up a fake account. And he's going off on that. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I finally went to block him. I said, do you want to block him or block all accounts under his name? So, of course, I blocked all the accounts under his name. So here he's typical troll accusing somebody of what he does. Because if it's just you, when I go to block you, it just says you. But if you're a person that's making a lot of accounts, the algorithm catches that. So here he was accusing this one guy of being me on a fake account, and he has multiple accounts. I was like, are you kidding me? Let me see what I got here. I wanted to leave my current gym. It's $52 a month. Called Push Fitness Commercial Gym. And it's open until 12 p.m. Home's at 5 a.m. But I found another one which is 24 hours and is cheaper and is bigger. There you go. School's out.
For me.
Yeah, I know. One of the teachers here stays flexible and works off all that stress from teaching high schoolers. Not that his job is stressful. Unappreciated maybe, but not stressful. My wife teaches, so I have an appreciation of what they have to go through. And it usually ain't the kids, right? Coliseum gym, cool. So I don't go to a lot of 24-hour gyms because I need a spotter.
All right, I'm out of here.
Appreciate it.
Oh, no, no problem at all.
Yeah. You'll take over spotting duties, won't you? You'll spot for me, won't you?
Yeah.
You okay with being on live stream?
I don't care.
I know. There's a few in here that do, so I always have to ask.
Can you make it out of your way?
I'm gonna go in there if I can.
I only have 10 more and I'm done.
See, what a bully, you know?
Don't want to rush your workout.
Oh, please.
Well, he doesn't, you know. I mean,
As long as you spot him, because I spot him, you be dead on the ground.
it takes 5 pounds if I need it.
That's
My
what
daughter,
you
my
said.
daughter Cheyenne spotted me when she
Yeah,
was
they always
9.
say Michael's, this is a game.
Yeah. I'll be the next pray for her. Huh? My wife teaches at St. Michael's, and he used to. Shoulders? Yeah. I did those the other day. It's I usually do them freestanding, but about once a month I like to do them supported.
Yeah.
You don't have to push a little bit more weight, obviously.
Right.
Slam your back into the back.
Right.
Yeah. They'll go, you know, how do you have a big bench? I say, you gotta work bench, you gotta work shoulders, you gotta work triceps. Yeah, I don't attempt to push a whole bunch of it. Well, I've been doing it for 48 years.
Right.
If I don't push it, I don't feel like I worked out.
Yeah.
I don't train people that way.
Right.
So if you train people, it'll help them. I had one of the football coaches at Marquette showed out. He's a couple years younger than me, but big now.
Right.
And he was asking me, he goes, how often do you let us tell me? I just started laughing. He goes, I said, something funny? I said, well, yeah. I said, no, the answer is supposed to be once a month. He goes, I'll do that every damn time I walk in. He goes, is that safe? I said, probably not. I said, but it's what I do.
Right.
Then
Yes,
do it for 40 years.
Right. You can train your body however you.
And then he was doing CrossFit. I was
I
like,
know it is, bundled up.
yeah, our age,
Yeah.
CrossFit's probably not what you should be doing. And he was in.
Right.
Why are you doing it right? I said, what should you be thinking that? And he touche me. Oh, you know, you're benching 400 more pounds. I said, touche goes, yeah. I found I had some friends of mine that were doing that, a little older than I was. Every time I talked to them, they were injured.
It's a lot.
I said, well, that's a young man's and woman's sport.
Yeah, my wife does it.
Yeah, I mean, because my ligaments don't have that flexibility anymore.
No. I'm no thanks.
I'm the slow and keep pushing. All right, so a couple of minutes of rest, and I'll be ready for 4:05. I do have another spotter here, so life is good. I wanted to get into boxing, MMA competitive. Whew. Gotta remember about MMA. Even the person who wins gets the shit kicked out of them. I've watched a bunch of those fights, and I tell you, that's dedication. That's not something I'll do. At my age, it's silly to do anyway. But I do know a few that work out at the gym that do that. I give them credit because win or lose, you both get the shit kicked out of you. But it'll keep you in big shebangs. Yeah, I never wanted to do it. Number one, as few rules that there are in it, there's not many. If I do have to fight, there are no rules. Of course, I haven't had to fight in a long time. Did the wife buy you that shirt?
Yeah. She didn't. I bought it for myself.
Oh, no, my wife, when we first got together decades ago, I hunted all the time. So I got up Saturday morning, it was opening day, for pheasant. She goes, where are you going? It's 4:30. So I'm going to meet my brothers going hunting. Sunday morning I get up. She goes, where are you going? Going to meet my brother to go hunting. Well, you did that yesterday. I said, I don't know what it has to do with today. So she bought me the shirt. It's got the guy sitting there with the dog, saying, my wife will leave me if I go hunting one more time. I'm going to miss her. So I told you, I said, first Saturday, November, you're a bachelorette. I said in in January, I'll be back.
Right.
Well, I was always back by 1 or 2 in the afternoon anyway. Take an hour nap, and then I was good to go. Quail hunting, yeah. Raising them was a bit easier. There you go, Lone Wolf. Quail are fast. You got to be quick on the draw with that. You can't be out there with no 20 gauge with quail, otherwise there won't be nothing left of them. I usually would not quail with a 410 or a 28 gauge. I did with a 20 gauge one time, but that still was a bit much. With quails, they're up, they're down. You got to do a snapshot on quail. Or pheasant, they get up and they start sailing. They're easier to hit. But yeah, I want to find somebody who sells quail eggs. I really want. I keep saying I'm going to Google it, and I keep forgetting. So maybe today will be the day I remember. About one more minute. Oh, man, I might have to. I think I might have to hook up some power to my computer. Oh. There you go. There we go. Quail eggs for eating, probably. I ain't got time to raise quail. I got too many hobbies. All righty, well, let's knock this out. Yeah.
All right.
4:05. We'll see how fast it rolls. Damn, must be how much energy I saved, if any. Solid.
Yeah, that was good.
Getting work out today. We'll try 425. We'll see what happens. 2 reps. Hey, Arctic Fitness, how you doing? Join in. So, I got an extra rep at 335. I did 9. And then I got an extra rep at 375. I did 4.5. Or last time I only did 3. So, probably burned some energy out there, but generally after 405, I'm usually good for about 10 or 20 more. So I'm going to try 425. I'll take a lift off with it this time. Bench day, there we go. Woo-hoo. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. So a quick recap of what you missed. I had to block my first troll on Instagram late last night. He just, I don't know, he was an angry white man for some reason. You know, everybody who's stronger than him is on something. And then somebody had a different opinion and was counterpointing him, and he got all upset, and then he was saying that person wasn't really another person, that person was me, and it wasn't. And he just wouldn't give it up. And finally I said, you know, it's time to go. And then the funny part is I went to block him. He had multiple accounts. So he was accusing this one guy of what he was doing, which I find is usually the case. Personally, if you're on HRT or TRT or PEDs or WXYZs and that, I don't care. You know, if you're over 18, you're an adult, make adult decisions. I would just say make sure you do it under a doctor's supervision. It's not for me, a couple of reasons. I want more research on it first for long-term effects, and it costs money. And I don't have the disposable income for that. My disposable income goes towards propane to heat the house, food to feed us, car payments, house payments. So, hey, Mike, how you doing? Long time no see. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Appreciate the thumbs up. So I don't have time to suffer trolls. So he had to go. Why somebody would sit there and respond 36 times on something that doesn't affect them, I have no idea. You're angry, and if you're angry, go in the gym and lift, and you'll be less angry. Hey, Vet Mac Cat Mom, how you doing? So, Cat Mom, I had to kick the cat out of the house for a couple of weeks. Binks threw up the other morning, and there were suspicious little spaghetti little things there, which I researched, and it's roundworm. So I have ordered medicine to give her, and ordered medicine to give the wife and I, because she's been in the house for a long time, and I think she's had the roundworm for a while. So I'm waiting for her to show up so I can treat her. The thing is, I treated her once last year, but I put the medicine in her tuna, and now she won't eat tuna anymore. So they say you can give it to it direct, but I can see that being a fight. She's got her claws. Or they said they can put it in her water. Well, I don't want her not drinking water, and I don't want her not eating her food, but I think I'm going to put it in her dry food and see what happens. And if she doesn't eat the dry food after the first time, then I'm just going to have to, I guess I'm going to have to hold her down and force it down her throat, which I think is going to be an adventure, to say the least. But I got to get her dewormed, otherwise she's not coming back in the house, and she needs to be dewormed anyway. I don't know if a vet can give him a shot for that or not. She's not really my cat. She just decided to move in. But, she's a hunter. And as long as she's going to keep out there hunting field mice, this is probably going to be an ongoing thing. Yeah, she used to love tuna. Now she won't eat it because I put it in there, and she was not a happy camper. But competition payments. I missed something here. I'm going to call up. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. What did I miss here? What was your max on squat and deadlift? So I don't max on squats. All right, the heaviest I work out with squats is usually around 245. Just like my knees and hips. And it's my worst form exercise. Deadlift I have done twice in a non-sanctioned competition. I've done 495. In a sanctioned competition, I think I've done 445. So I got one more heavy lift, which is 425. I'll probably take a lift off from the gentleman. And this is going to be, it is, and I give credit for those guys who squat huge numbers. Man, I was watching Ernie Littlebrig, squatting over 800 pounds. There was another guy in that competition, too, that was doing 850 in that. And that's just, it's amazing. I mean, it really is. I give him credit to be able to squat that type of weight. Not saying I can't get up to a heavier squat. It's just something that I like the ability to walk without pain. Will I push it up a little bit heavier? Probably. I just need to recommit to it. And a lot of it's that. I'm a bench specialist. I do deadlifts, but do I do them every week? No. I do them about every 2 weeks. Same thing with squats. And yeah, I like to walk and run. But is it a great exercise? Sure it is. It sure is. Just do more reps, is my. But if you're a person who likes to squat heavy, go for it, man. I am impressed. I'll be honest with you. Same thing with people who deadlift heavy. I am impressed on that. Absolutely. I give credit where credit's due. As much as I excel in bench, I know people who excel in squat and deadlift far better. And it's a real joy and a privilege to get to watch them do that. And that's the way you got to be. You support each other. You do what you're good at, and you encourage other people to be what they're good at. Yeah, we'll bike long miles on the weekends. I like to get some workout. So as the weather gets better, I usually go about 3 to 4 mile walk at least 2-3 times a week. Lately, it's been shorter because the weather has been cold or wet. I think the other day I only did about a mile because rain was coming in rather quickly. The day before that, I did about 3 miles. I was only going to do 2, but I got motivated. And then in the summer, I'll do 4.5 or 5. Usually when I do 4.5 and 5, I got to bring something with me. I got to bring a couple energy bars and a thing of water. Because while you're starting off, oh man, I feel good, mile, hey, 2 miles, hey, 3 miles, hey, 4 miles, hey, 4.5, oh, where's the house? Well, I can see it. I'll get there. Go for that fat man's bike. They have them with the fat tires, But Ray and all things, I would just walk or swim. If you have a gym with a pool, swimming is great exercise. Buoyancy, it's easier on your joints, on your ankles, knees, and hips. But otherwise, just go for a walk. And, take your time. You will burn the same amount of calories whether you go walk a mile or run a mile. It does. My neighbor lady, my second mom, she could fall asleep in the pool. She had a built-in life preserver. And, her husband, my dad, second dad, would always say that. Yeah, she got those built-in life preservers. She's like, Robert. Me, I was skin, muscle, and bone. There was no floating. Either I kept treading water or I sank. Float a little bit better now, but I still have a lot of muscle. A lot of muscle does not work well in the pool. It does not. Having that buoyancy does help. I mean, Ray will float better than I will in a pool. I just got to swim or have my feet on the bottom. Okay, 425. Are we ready for this? Might as well get it done now. All right. Let me go to school, my boy. It's been a good workout. I got 2 out of the 3 wins so far. So, all right, 4.25. Last workout I did 420. So, but I didn't get extra reps on the lower weight. So we'll see. Used to bench out here, but I had a pull, so now I brought it in. Hold on. Perfect. So kind of locked up on me, no big deal. Still feel good. And with him just giving me just enough, still gives me the benefit of doing a lift. So I did miss on 425. I'll get it next week. Boy. The old adage is if you don't fail, you're not trying. Oh, feels good. Catch up on the chat here. Jesse Clark, okay. Yeah, I feel okay with it. Kind of just I got that sticking point and didn't have the energy to push through it this time. But you know, the way I look at it is if I don't fail on one of them, 225 by how many? By 50? Holy crap! No way! I don't have the endurance for that, Ethan. That'd kill me. 25 would be good. But I'm just gonna probably do a set of 10 or 15 just to get the blood moving again and to pump into the muscles I've kind of tore up. Yeah, the 375 by 4.5 took out the extra probably. And like I said, as long as I get 1 out of the 3 wins, today I got 2 out of the 3 wins. There are days I get 3 for 3, but they're not often. But if I get extra reps at the 335, if I get extra reps at the 375, eventually it's going to equate to getting an extra 5 pounds at the top end. Trying counts. You heard of Daniel? 225 by 100 reps. That's huge. That's endurance at the strength and endurance at its purest form. It really is. I have not. I'll look it up though. I've seen I got some big boys on my Instagram. I got one guy, he's a 600-pound bencher, raw. I mean, he's 405. He's knocking out for 15 reps. Just unreal. So it's always somebody's bigger and stronger. The whole idea is to be the better version of yourself every year. That's what I say. If you're a little bit better than you were the year before, it's a win. Now, when it gets to the point where you can't improve, then you just want to be the best version of yourself you can be. But just get in the gym and lift. However you're doing it. Whatever gear. If you're wearing the latest in gym wear, which I'm not, but it's what I wear. If you wear wrist wraps, belts, slingshots, bench shirts, pads, I don't care. As long as you're moving, you're improving. Too many people are getting angry about how other people lift. Stop. Appreciate the person's doing something. I do too many sets and reps going to 425. I wouldn't disagree with that, Jesse. But then again, I need to. I need to warm up. I just can't jump into those heavy weights. And it's probably helped me with my endurance a little bit. But there's this father and son team, Live Crazy Way. The channel's name is J-Mac. And the father reps 500 for 7 reps. Holy shit. And 550 for 2 reps. That's huge. I'll have to look that up. That is huge. Yeah, I've watched the 600-pound venturing competition, Lonnie Dickerson. 3 of them came in. One of our WUAP ones, and their shirt, in the back of their shirt says, we bench more than you lie about. So I thought it was pretty cocky of them until I started seeing them warm up. So I went up to him. I said, about that saying on the back of your shirt. He's like, yeah. I said, you're right. And then we got along, and then, for being my age, they were impressed what I was lifting. But I watched Lonnie in a sanctioned meet put up 603 pounds. That's just huge. I've had Jim Ray come down and lift with me from Wisconsin, and he's one of the few over 60 that put over 600 pounds up. Or was it 500? I think it was 500. He put over 500. That was impressive. But he drove down from Wisconsin to work out with me one time, just because, first of all, because we didn't have a mask requirement in our gym during that. Yeah, I think he wanted to see if I was for real. But he was a blast to work out with. I said, Jimmy, how much are you going to do? He goes, 5 pounds more than you. And I said, okay, I like your attitude. And he did. I've had a lot of people come and worked out. A lot of people come out and work out with me, which is pretty cool. Just I don't get enough of it. So yes, if you're ever in the area, or if you're going to be in the Streeter area or Pontiac area or the Joliet Shore area, let me know. I'll come meet you out for a workout. All right. I tend to do better when I have somebody to lift with that. I think. Didn't we do that? I do like 185 by 10 that one day, Ethan. I think that was it. Just had that extra energy because I had somebody to work out with. I know I have really good workouts when I work out with Vince Robbins there at Shorewood Fitness. I tell you, Ethan, that was my goal for many, many years to get that 200 kilograms. And I hit that in 2021 twice. I hit it at the UPA meet in Dubuque and hit it at the USPA meet in just south of Des Moines, Iowa. And then I hit the 202.5 in the Peoria UPA meet. Got to go. I'll get it next week. You know it. And we'll be mentioned heavy today. Well, Arctic Fitness, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. Appreciate that. Trying to think. I think I'll hit the store. Even though I ordered the cat medicine, I might just go buy it at the store, and then the other stuff I can just keep for later. But absolutely, it's been a good live stream. Thanks for everybody joining in. Been yakking almost 2 hours. Thanks for putting up with me. I appreciate it. I will be posting that video of the lifts up later on today. So at the 200 kilograms, I was at about 256. So I was competing in the 275-pound class, but I think I weighed in at 256 on both the 200 kilograms and then the 202.5. So this year, I'd like to get to 200 at the 242-pound class. Yeah, I know. She got in the house this morning. Problem is she say that door, got the claws dug in, and the wife doesn't know how to get out the door without the cat getting in. So when I came downstairs, she was sitting in my chair meowing for me because the wife put the food outside, so she couldn't get to her food. So I petted her a little bit, and I let her outside. And then as soon as she got done eating, she's right there at the door and just meowing the whole morning. But I've got to get her taken care of first. I got to get her dewormed first, which is going to be better for her anyway. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Appreciate it. Like I said, I'll upload the lifts as a little bit longer video, probably be about a 5-minute video. And then later on this evening, I'll do the shorts. I do the shorts because they get me subs. They don't pay anything. They don't get me any time on it, but they do get me subs, which I need. Thanks for all the Beaverines that showed up. And all those people that were in the background showed up and hit the thumbs up anyway. I appreciate. Best way to support this channel is to view, comment, and hit the thumbs up. And if you have a channel of your own, feel free to sit there and post my videos on your channel. I am going to probably be posting one of Casey Little Owls up on one. She had a nice one on honey. I think I'm going to pop up on my channel because it's just good information. And I do that with some other ones too. Ethan, maybe that 365 by 5, that looked pretty good. I think I'm going to put that one on there too. You know, so I can share with my subscribers some of the other creators that are doing really well. And if you do have any questions or ideas of things you'd like to see, go ahead and put them in live chat or send them in the comments, or you can email me at scottishfitness@gmail.com. Also, Jonathan, let me know how your workout's coming. Shoot me an email on that. You may have already, I haven't checked, but Jonathan, let me know how your workout's coming. Let's get you up to 225 by the end of the year. Or more than 225 because you're already doing that. Let's get you up to 315. So, gonna make a store run. Give me some protein bars, which are my candy. How did you start lifting? Good question, boss. So I started lifting when I was about 13. I was very active. I was very tall and skinny. I wrestled 98 pounds freshman year. So I wanted to get stronger. I had older brothers and older sisters. I was the youngest of the family, but I knew I was going to be taller. So I got one of those cement plastic coated weight sets from Sears. And I built my first bench out of lumber. My dad was a carpenter, so we always had that around there. And I was lifting in my bedroom. And then when I got in high school, I would lift at high school. I would go in, I'd eat lunch really fast, and I'd go lift. You know, I did sports. So after school, I would lift. I don't do Monster Energy drinks. I do a pre-workout, but only on my big lifts. After high school, I went to the service. So I'd lift whenever I could, but in service, I was 13 Foxtrot, 4 Observer, so I was out in the field a lot. After the service, I went to college. I lifted when I was in college. And then I got married, and I was lifting out of my garage. And at the college at St. Francis, because I was taking classes there while I was working. And I was really into probably your muscle technique, and I did a lot of reps. And I did that until I was about 37, and I injured my back. And unfortunately, I took a couple years off, which I shouldn't have done, but I did. It was my fault. And I was 39. I took a good look in the mirror, and there was also a picture when I was at SeaWorld. And if I ever find that picture again, I might share it. And I was like, wow, what happened to me? I mean, I used to have a really huge physique, big shoulders, arms, chest, you know. I was more than the bodybuilder type finesse than I was in the power lifter. So I picked my weights back up. I actually had them out in the field. I had them on my disc harrow. It helped till the garden. And I started lifting. And that was in November of 2000 or 2001. 2000, because I was 39. And by May, I was back up to my 285 bench. By the next November, I hit 315 for the first time, and I was still doing lots of reps. So, I mean, I had a wrist that just looked monster. I'm going to start trying to do those again. And then I just joined a gym. It was Cardinal Fitness. And if you joined one gym, you could work out at all of them. And I started meeting people. And that's funny, right? I just kept getting stronger. And my goal it wasn't until 2010 that a trainer at Trollwood Fitness, now one of the owners, Vince Robbins got me into a powerlifting meet, and I won it in my age and weight class. So that was pretty cool. So I've been competing since 2010. And my goal is to get a little bit stronger as I get older. So my best I've done in a competition is 202.5 kilos, which is about 446.6 pounds, which ties me for 4th in the world all time in my age and weight class at the time. And my goal this year is to get into the number 3 spot, if not the number 2. And if I do that, it'll be a great year. Also, I decided to compete in the Senior Olympics last year in discus, and I took gold in Illinois. So in July, I am going to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for nationals. And my goal is to throw at least 20 feet further than I threw in state. I won't win it with that throw, but if I can throw in the 140s, I think 180s or 190s what will win it. But if I can throw in the 140s, I'll be happy. So I'll be doing that too. There we go. I will do my best. So that is the quick short bio. It's the story of my life. I appreciate everybody for stopping in. It's time for me now to go shopping, get a few things for me and for my kitty cat, and go to work. And so tomorrow, I might just do some push-ups and some things that you can do around the house. See how much energy I have. Tomorrow is really my day to spend with the wife. It's like our one day to spend together. And it's my one day to misbehave. So usually on Saturday, I do go out and have a couple beers. I just don't have the time to have beer during the week. It's the time I get home from work, I'm ready to go to bed. And if I have a beer, well, then I'm getting up 2 or 3 times to go to the bathroom. So I just don't do it. So once again, everybody, thanks for stopping in. Have a wonderful day. I appreciate it. And remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise form will make you a much happier person. It'll build stronger muscles, better cardiovascular system, stronger bones, and a sharper mind. It's all good stuff. No matter what you do, lift heavy, lift light, lots of reps, short reps, walk, whatever. Hey, Ark Wildman, how you doing? Another channel worth checking out. If you want to see those things you can just walk in the woods and pick up and eat. Ark Wildman has got those. He's made axes, he's made bows, he's made spear throwers. It's pretty cool content. He does a church in the woods. He's down there in Arkansas. And another channel I do like to check out whenever I can. So I've been on for almost 2 hours now. So it's a good time to sign off. Everybody, thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Thank you for joining in. Thanks for the comments and questions. And like I said, if you have questions of a more personal nature, just shoot them to my email. I do answer all my emails. All right, time to go.